Good evening, everybody. Matt Bagley back with you after a week with South Medford. I'm in Bend. I'm in the beautiful high desert, the crown jewel of this state as far as yours truly is concerned. And I am pleased as punch to cover a North Medford team tonight, poised for a hot start. Black Tornado unbeaten so far, 2 wins, no losses. They've got a tough test on the road for 3 straight wins as they face Bend. The Lava Bears are a relative newcomer to 6A. They joined the 6A class last fall. They struggled. They ultimately made the playoffs, and like North Medford, fell short at that point. This year's been an uphill climb for them, but they've got a lot of talent that can test the Black Tornado tonight. And they've got the knowledge that they beat this North Medford team last year in this matchup a year ago. So they'll try to take that into tonight's matchup, and I just can't wait to see what unfolds in about 13 minutes. Black Tornado football on 96.1, 580 The Game, streaming online at thegame541.com, brought to you by Abby's. And it's a wonderful night in the high desert for some high school football. North Medford and Bend. I missed the Black Tornado last week. Maybe you did too. They were on the road up in Portland. Next segment, I'll catch you up. How did North Medford look last week? What did they do? Who stood out? And who do I expect to thrive tonight? I'll look at all those angles and more. You're listening to North Medford football on 96.1, 580 The Game. The stands are packed and shaking with the nerves of anticipation here at Bend Senior High School, the site tonight for your North Medford Black Tornado as they face the Bend Lava Bears. Hey everybody, Matt Bagley here with you, 96.1, 580 The Game, streaming online at thegame541.com. And in just about 8 minutes, I've got quite the treat. High school football here on the radio. I want to talk about what North Medford did last week in Portland, because maybe you're like me and you didn't get to watch that game live. I was down in Medford covering the bad guys in black and blue, South Medford. So it's a refresher for me, might be a refresher for you as well, and one that perhaps a result North Medford might find refreshing. They spanked Jefferson 62-30, a game that featured big plays on offense, big plays on defense, several turnovers, long kick returns, pretty much the perfect all-around performance from North Medford, the lone exception being those 30 points they gave up. I don't know how much of an issue that's going to be tonight, and I bring that up because of how special the star tailback for Jefferson was, a 3-star athlete being courted by Pac-12 schools right now. But you can't just ignore this Bend team. They've got talent. It's just not in the same place as where Jefferson had their talent. I look at Bend and I see some real threats out there on the Lava Bear roster, one perhaps that old-time Duck fans might know of and think of quite fondly. We'll look at that, where the Lava Bears can strike, and who I expect to shine tonight in my next pregame segment right here. You're listening to North Medford Black Tornado football on 96.1, 580 The Game. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bend Senior High School, the site for tonight's North Medford Black Tornado football game. And I just got a Nom flashback right there as cannons boomed and the crowd went nuts. It's going to be a raucous atmosphere and a hostile crowd tonight in the high desert, but one that Steve Turner and North Medford, I'm sure, are happy for, because it's a great test for this young team early in the season. Unbeaten 2-0, trying to make it 3, trying to do a number on this Bend squad before facing another tough team from this area, Mountain View, next week, and then wrapping up non-conference play.
Ladies
before
and gentlemen,
the conference favorite Sheldon
to the
gets ready and rolling
at midfield. I'm going to ask you to rise, and gentlemen, remove your caps.
Folks,
for the
I'm going to take one more commercial
anthem.
break. We're going to have
Our
the national
anthem
anthem,
this evening
and
is
then
being
we
presented
will
by Ben
get you the
High
opening
Jr.
kickoff here
Elise
at Bend.
Drake.
You're listening to North Medford Black Tornado football on 96.1, 580 The Game. The captains are at midfield with the toss of the coin to determine the opening kick here. North Medford at Bend on 96.1, 580 The Game, and thegame541.com. Hey, everybody, Matt Bagley here with you, live from the high desert, and I'm excited tonight. Lava Bears and the Black Tornado doing battle tonight, third game of the year for each squad. I teased earlier that I would get you the biggest threat tonight against North Medford. The player that I look at this Bend team and I think they could really click tonight with this kid at the helm. And it's a name that Duck fans might be quite familiar with. Last name Musgrave, just like Bill Musgrave slinging passes back in the day. That's the Bend passer, Colt Musgrave, his nephew. Now, he's not the only Musgrave to go through here at Bend High. Last year, North Medford got real familiar with Luke Musgrave, his older brother. Luke now plying his trade for Oregon State. So that'll tell you all you need to know about the genes in that family and the athleticism on display. The other name of note for Bend, they run a wing T offense with a lot of misdirection, and it's all built to trick you into forgetting about number 21, Nate Denny, junior tailback. I'm going to call his name an awful lot tonight. I expect a lot of carries and a couple big runs. Bend 0-2, only scoring 27 points on the year. 19 came in their last matchup with West Salem, but their offense has a lot of potential with Denny at the tailback position. Result of the coin toss is Bend will receive the opening kick, and Danny Cassette will blast it away deep for North Medford. Cassette has been dynamite at the kicking spot for the Black Tornado this season. I think about that nice long field goal he had to end the first half of the first game of the year. He's lined up on the 40-yard line. North will charge the ball left to right, and back deep to receive the opening kick for Bend. I mentioned Denny. He's lined up on the 5-yard line, right hash mark, flanked parallel to Spencer Burgess, opposite side of the field. The kick launched into the air, caught at the goal line by Denny, right hash mark. He curls in between the hash marks, now takes it left side, 20, has a block, 30, cuts to the 40, and shoved out of bounds. Great field position for Bend as the Lava Bears begin this game in style. First down and 10, Bend. The Black Tornado defense will have to climb out of an early hole. Field position not kind to the black and red. 11:51 in the first, no score. First down and 10, Bend. And I mentioned Colt Musgrave, starting quarterback for this squad. He breaks huddle. And the Lava Bears, I expect to line up in an awful lot of wing T tonight, but they won't show it on the first snap. Shotgun set, Denny on his right, handoff Denny, and it's a sweep left to right, crossing midfield and getting the nose of the football at the North Medford 49. A gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Gain of 3 on the play. Ball spotted at the Black Tornado.
Bend with a interesting huddle. They don't really crunch together in a circle. The center lines up, then a receiver flanks out, and then everybody just with their ears outside their helmets listens to the QB. Now in the wing T, Musgrave with a little hesitation move collects the snap, hands off Denny, and the play is blown dead. I'm going to assume a false start. Flag flown on the Bend sideline around midfield, around the line of scrimmage. But North Medford encroached. So that's a free 5 yards for Bend. Sets up 2nd and short instead of 2nd and 8. And Lava Bears with 11:15 on the clock and dripping will line up in the wing T. Denny, the tailback, has a slot back go in motion, Burgess, but they fake it to Burgess, give it to Denny. North Medford sees it all the way. A run to the right, ran over by white jerseys, and the Black Tornado stymie him shy of the line to gain. Picked up maybe a yard or 2. Now 3rd and short. Scoreboard says 4. I'd say about 2, maybe 3. 10:45 to go in the first. No score. Bend, the benefactor of a nice kick return to start the game by Nate Denny. Moving the ball methodically right now. 3rd and short. Denny in the backfield, gets the snap, drives the ball up the middle, runs into traffic. I think he's stonewalled right at the first down marker. There's a flag on the far North Medford sideline of the field. But if this play stands right now, it's 4th and short. Officiating crew signaling to the umpire, who looks back at North Medford's sideline to signal the call. That's usually a good sign. And an illegal formation on Bend. So backpedal the Lava Bear offense. They took advantage of an encroachment penalty, but weren't able to truly capitalize on it. And the clock will freeze. 10:27 in the first. No score. North Medford at Bend tonight. Beautiful night in the high desert. No sun in our eyes. No heat making us sweat. Man, this is so different than Spiegelberg the last 2 weeks. Passing situation perhaps. 8 yards to the marker on 3rd down. The Lava Bears line up in the shotgun. High snap, tipped and caught by Musgrave. Wanted a screen down the left, didn't have it. Now Tuckson runs right. Musgrave scrambling, Musgrave spinning, and thrown down behind the line of scrimmage. A huge 3rd down stop. Jaden Sandusky, among others, blows up the play and forces Bend to punt it deep. 4th and 16, 9:40 left in the first, no score. And Josh Baptiste is back deep for the Black Tornado, ready to return this punt. He's lined up on his own 20. Bend, snap it back to Musgrave, the QB, drop kicks it, and Baptiste catches it on a bounce, 20-yard line. Now drives in between the hash marks, 25, out near the 30. And a wall of blue jerseys throws Josh down on the North Medford 28-yard line. Flag leaving the pockets of an official at the end of the play. Could be a late hit. Could be unnecessary roughness on either side. There looked to be a little bit of a skirmish at the end of that punt return. 9:22 in the first. If they pick up the penalty, it's 1st and 10 from around the 28 for North Medford. Should note, our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Abby's Pizza. They've got a great, dare say it, tough question for pizza lovers that we'll try to answer when I have an opportunity. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? I'll save that one for later. The penalty has been determined to be an illegal block against North Medford, so a promising start. We'll have to wait a few more yards. Still North Medford 1st down and 10, but in a much less comfortable position now on the Black Tornado 17. They break huddle with Brennan Stoltz leading the attack. He's got Devin Brad on his left hip in a shotgun formation, 2 receivers right, a tight end on that side as well, and a pause by the officiating crew. Two receivers right, tight end on the right, tight end on the left, and a back in the backfield, Brad. Weird formation, but it works as they hand off to Devin Brad, who counters to the right, cuts left, and crosses the 20-yard line out to the North Medford 21. A solid gain to begin the game for North Medford, 2nd and 6. Brad, one of the top stories for this North Medford team, transfer from Eagle Point, and he's proven that 5A players can play anywhere. Shotgun set on 2nd and 5. Screen down the right flat as Stoltz zips a pass out to his favorite target, Jet Carpenter, but the ball skips off his gloves and lands incomplete. 3rd and 6. Carpenter, one of my favorite stories on this North Medford team. A player that, when you ask the basketball coaches, they say he's not our best player, but he might be our favorite. Works hard, focused. He's in the slot on 3rd and 6. Another shotgun set. Stoltz, 3-step drop. Looks down the right. Wide open, Chase Costanzo, and just can't get him. Outstretched arms to leap for the catch, but the ball hits the grass. Incomplete. 4th and 5. Chance Costanzo caught a long touchdown strike from the same route back in the opening game of the season against McNary. And maybe North Medford saw something they liked. Black Tornado were going for it. No, they're faking out everybody. Brennan Stoltz claps, gets the snap, started in the shotgun. Now he punts it away. The ball lands at midfield and rolls back 45, dying at the Bend 40, where Burgess will just watch North Medford down it. 8:30 in the first, no score. And Bend have punted away. North Medford have punted away. Each team with a drive. Now let's see what adjustments they make. I mentioned our broadcast tonight brought to you by Abby's. They've got a tough question for pizza lovers. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? Hey, how about both? Try it. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian at Abby's Legendary Pizza with 3 locations in the Rogue Valley. Musgrave under center for Bend. Snap, hands off Denny. No, beautiful play fake. Misdirection sweep down the left. Wide open green grass in front of Bend's Colton Scott. Barreling down the left sideline in front of midfield and finally trucked by a North Medford defensive back inside the Black Tornado 45 to the 43. 1st and 10. That's where the wing T can bite you. You think it's going to be a pretty simple handoff to the running back, and then you think, hey, it's going to be a handoff to the slot back, and then whoops, it was in somebody else's pockets the whole time. 1st down and 10. Musgrave, play action, bootleg to the left, under pressure, just chucks it away, and the ball in the vicinity of a wide open man down the flat, but not close enough. Incomplete. Kyle Gilbert, the intended target. 6'1", sophomore tight end. 2nd down and 10. 8 minutes left in the opening stanza. No score. Bend into North Medford territory for the 2nd time tonight. Musgrave under center. Burgess motions from left to right, and they hand off to Denny with a big hole down the right. Breaks one tackle, spins off another man, and drives a white jersey forward to the North Medford 40. A gain of 3, 3rd and 7. Best advice I can give, and I'm not a coach by any means. I've always said these coaches do a much better job than I could in terms of the X's and O's. Discipline and patience is going to really be tested tonight, and you just hope that North Medford's defensive backs can stay home and their linebackers keep their eyes on the football, because this Bend team can trick you. Musgrave under center on 3rd and 7. Pitches to Denny. Power sweep down the left. Runs into jerseys. North Medford all over it. Blowing up the play at the line of scrimmage. Well shy of the marker. A gain of 2. 4th and 5. And Bend have a decision. But they make a decision quickly. I thought maybe no man's land. You go for it here. But they line up in a punt formation. Musgrave back at midfield, ready to receive the snap and blast the ball. And Josh Baptiste for North Medford lined up on his own 10. The snap to Musgrave leads to a short punt. Lands on the 5, out near the goal line, sliding to down it. They do at the 1.
Benny Benitez pounds the ball on the 2-yard line.
Benny Benitez, 5'7", 165-pound junior, able to sprint down to the ball and tag it before it crosses the end zone. So now North Medford have a very precarious field position to begin the drive. 1st down and 10 on the 2. Stoltz lines up in the eye for the first time this evening. Gets the snap from under center, hands off to Devin Brad, takes it up the middle, gets some breathing room for North Medford, out across the 5, approaching the 10, and that's where they mark him. A great gain. You need it to get out of your own end zone, and you do, as Devin Brad gives North Medford 8 yards, 2nd and 2. That's a play you might want to go back to a little bit later tonight. Formationally, they might do it. Stoltz in the eye, fullback dive on 2nd and short. They take it up the middle, cross the line of scrimmage 10, hugging the right hash mark to the 11 and thrown down. A gain of 1, 3rd and 1.
Gain of 1 brings up 3rd down for the Black Tornado.
The huddle breaks on 3rd and 1. Another I formation set with Sandusky the fullback, Brad the tailback. Pitch to Brad, sweep down the left, spins off a defender, crossing the line of scrimmage. He's got the first down, getting out to the 16. A nice run by Devin Brad. He's got a couple of those already tonight. And North Medford have dug out of a hole. They started this drive on their 2. They now have it to the 16. 5:26 in the first. Still a long way to the end zone, but you're moving in the right direction. First down and 10. Stoltz under center. Brad in the backfield. A receiver goes in motion. They give it to him on the wing sweep. Josh Baptiste flying down the right flank, but thrown down. Blue jerseys meet him as John Taylor in hot pursuit makes the stop. A gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Under 5 minutes in the first, no score. Each team running the ball a lot to begin the game. Bend with misdirection, North with power and strength. Let's see if they go to that well again. Stoltz under center on 2nd and long. Brad in the backfield. Motions a receiver from left to right. Hands off Brad. Counters to the right. Stiff arms a defender. Breaks another tackle. Has a crease 20. Out to the 25. Down the right sideline. And shoved down the bend. Right sideline. Beyond the 30. He's got the first down, folks. Another fresh pair of chains for the Black Tornado. 4:30 in the first.
At the North Medford 31.
I said it earlier, you can see with Devin Brad, transfer from Eagle Point, that it doesn't matter where you play. I've seen 8-man football players at the 1A level dominate, and now I've seen a 5A player dominate here at 6A. Screen to Jet Carpenter on 1st down and 10. Jet takes it down the left sideline. Shimmies a defender, has a crease at midfield. Jet flying down the far sideline and shoved at the bend 41. Another North Medford first down, and the first big strike through the air. They'll spot him a few yards shy of my eyes. 1st and 10 at the bend 44, but it's the first time all night North is in bend territory. Shotgun snap, Stoltz couldn't find it. Squirms off of his arms, and he eventually lands on the pigskin to save face for the Black Tornado. 4 minutes in the first, 2nd and long. And that was a feedback loop on the public address mic. Not mine, but a painful gaffe nonetheless for my friends here in the press box at Bend High. North Medford won't think anything of it, though. 2nd and 15 after the fumble. Stoltz in the shotgun, gets the snap, 3-step drop, looks to the right, fires right, caught down the right sideline, shaking past a defender, and driving down the 40-yard line, right hash mark, Devin Grafton with the catch and run. Gets inside the bend 40 to the bend 39, a gain of 10, 3rd and 5. A great play there for North Medford because it sets up a very manageable play here. You can pass, and you got the whole arsenal of pass open to you. Or you can give it to Devin Brad again. He's been getting you 5, 6, 7 yards a pop all drive. Brad is in the backfield next to Stoltz, the QB, in the shotgun. 3 receivers bunched to the left with a tight end on the right. Stoltz, option, keeps it himself. I love the call. Cuts up on his left tackle, drives forward beyond the line of scrimmage 40, out to the bend 35, very close to a first down. And I think he's got the first down. A tomahawk chop from the side judge gives the signal. 1st and 10, North Medford. 2:45 in the first, no score. Now, I wasn't in Portland with this team last week, but to my eyes, that's the first I've seen of the option this year from North Medford. I love that. Shotgun for the Black Tornado. Stoltz hands off to Brad, hesitates, now sweeps down the right, gets a block from his receiving core, drives ahead 30, Oh, my goodness. Broken play in the backfield, and he made something of it. Devin Brad with another nice carry. Gets the Black Tornado a gain of 7. Second down and 3. Two minutes in the first. A very quick-moving first quarter with each team content to kill clock and keep this ball on the ground. Stoltz under center. Brad in the backfield. A receiver goes in motion, gets a handoff on a wing sweep. Driving left, Garrett Henderson takes it off his left tackle beyond the line of scrimmage and out to the bend 26. He's got enough for the first down. First down and 10, North Medford. Under 2 minutes in the first. Still no score. This drive started on the bend, North Medford 2-yard line, Stoltz under center. Brad in the backfield on first down and 10. On the bend 25. Handoff Brad, takes it up the middle. Now cuts on his right guard. Gets to the 20, thrown down from behind. A gain of 3, maybe 4. Second and 6. And now inside the red zone. Just over a minute left in the first, no score. Absolutely amazing where this drive started to where this drive is now. The first North Medford drive went 3 and out. This one, much more fruitful. Under a minute now. Quick throw. Screen down the left flat. Caught by Baptiste. Shakes a defender inside the 20 to the 15, near the 10, and barreled on the left flat of the 10-yard line. Another first down for North Medford. And it should just be outside the 10. So first down and 10 with the line to gain at the 1-inch mark.
Check.
40 seconds left in the first quarter, no score, but North Medford might change that in a hurry. They've got a fullback, Sandusky, in on first down and 10 with Brad in the backfield, who gets the carry. Brad carrying jerseys inside the 10 to the 5, and with a nose towards the end zone. 20 seconds to go. He got 8 yards on first and 10. It's now second and 2. And quick tempo for North Medford. Stoltz under center. Give it to Brad. Give him another try. Brad to the goal line. Inching towards the end zone and just shy. That'll do it for the first quarter. North Medford a play away from touchdown territory, and we'll cover it next. Second quarter with a scoreless tie coming up next on 96.1, 580 the game. Folks, if that second quarter is like the first quarter, I'm going to have a heart attack. No score. We've got a full, clean 12 minutes for you. North Medford knocking on the door right at the goal line. This drive started on the opposite end of the field at the Black Tornado 2. And now it's on the Bend 2. Unbelievable. 3rd and 1 from the 2. No score. North Medford aiming to change that on one play. Brennan Stoltz out of the eye. Hands off Devin Brad. Breaks a tackle, but he can't break them all. Brad at the goal line swarmed down and stopped a yard shy of the pylons.
Ball carrier number 2, Devin Brad.
So now 4th and goal for North Medford.
No gain on the play.
Excuse me, line to gain is around 6 inches from the end zone. So they could, in theory, get this first down on 4th and 1 and still have a fresh set of downs. But North Medford's going to go for it anyway. They want a touchdown. Stoltz under center. Give it to Brad. Runs up the middle. Leaps over the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, North Medford.
Brad into the end zone. Touchdown, North Medford.
Incredible drive. 98 yards. And it ends in 6 points. 11-19 in the second. 6-0 North Medford. And Danny Cassette is out onto the field for an extra point try. Brennan Stoltz will hold. Excuse me, that's Luke Pugliano at holder Arms outstretched. Places the ball down. The kick from Cassette. High enough and through. 7-0 Black Tornado. And I'm going to stay right here. 11-19 in the second. I'll stay right here because you never know when you need those extra breaks. Halftime with the fluky 3-minute warm-up rule that I seem to slam every single week right here on the game. I'll take this opportunity to thank one of our sponsors tonight. Here's a tough question for pizza lovers. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? How about both? Abby's used their two most popular pizzas to create a half-and-half special. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian, 100% delicious. Enjoy Abby's half pepperoni, half Hawaiian pizza with delicious, authentic ingredients piled edge to edge at a special price. Visit your Medford Abby's locations on 1080 South Riverside and 2550 Crater Lake Highway, or in Central Point at East Pine Street, 825 East Pine Street. That's Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. 7-0 North Medford after a 98-yard drive capped by a 2-yard Devin Brad touchdown run and succeeded by a Danny Cassette kickoff that lands wayward. The ball taking an awkward hop out of bounds and resulting in a penalty flag. Bend will have great field position on another North Medford kick. They took the opening kickoff of the game towards midfield and got that drive into North Medford territory before punting. This drive will start from a similar spot. First down and 10, Bend on the Lava Bears' own 35-yard line. They break huddle with Musgrave under center, Denny in the backfield, two wingbacks in the wing tee. Musgrave fakes a handoff, 3-step drop, fires down the middle, going for Kyle Gilbert again. He missed one down the flat on a prior drive. This one, over his outstretched arms, lands incomplete. A seam pass down the middle that was missiled by Musgrave. He's got enough arm strength to mimic his namesake. I'm a Raider fan, so maybe that's just me thinking so fondly of Bill Musgrave. I know Duck fans think of him as well. This is his nephew, Colt, at QB for Bend. And after the incompletion, Colt leads the troops in 2nd and 10. A pitch caught and sweeping down the left. Colton Scott blown up by the Black Tornado. North Medford read it well. Brendan Pollard, 6'4" linebacker, able to make the stop, stymie Bend, and force 3rd and 12. 10:50 left in the second quarter. Devin Brad getting North Medford on the board. It's 7-0 North Medford after Brad's 2-yard touchdown run. 3rd down and 12 for Bend, and you start to feel momentum shifting towards the Black Tornado. Musgrave under center on 3rd down and 12. Bend in a tough spot. Musgrave bootlegs to the left, fires deep down the left sideline, dropped. Spencer Burgess got beyond midfield, snuck between double coverage, and had a grasp at the football, but couldn't come down with it. Incomplete. 4th and 12. And the Lava Bears will punt for the 3rd time this evening. Musgrave back at his own 20-yard line to catch the snap and kick it away. Josh Baptiste on the opposite side of the field, lined up at North Medford's 30-yard line, stomping his feet on the right hash mark. The snap to Musgrave, caught, placed, and booted backward to Baptiste, who catches at the 35, sweeps down the left flat 40, takes a hole 42, and runs straight into blue jerseys. Navy blue helmets of Bend meet Baptiste and smash him to the grass at the North Medford 43. First down and 10, North Medford. 10-11 in the second quarter. 7-0 North Medford, trying to make it a 2-score ball game.
Jesse Cooper.
I should mention there's a bit of a history between these two ball clubs tonight. Bend won a state championship back in 1940 against Medford High. North Medford with a chance at revenge. Stoltz with a snap on 1st down and 10. Speed option down the right sideline and thrown down behind the line for a loss of 3. Second option look by North Medford tonight. I like the call.
on the tackle, loss of
Coaching
2 on
staff
the
will
play.
wish they had a time machine,
Second
though,
down.
after they lost a couple yards there. Love the call because the option can be run out of either of North Medford's big sets on the season. Shotgun, they screen it to Jet Carpenter, left sideline, and Jet does the rest. Breaks about every tackle that he can down the left flat. 4, 5 jerseys go down without a grab, and Carpenter crosses midfield. Just what the doctor ordered for North Medford. 3rd and short. Carpenter got you 9 on 2nd and 12. It's now 3rd and 3.
3rd down, North Medford.
The most reliable receiver on this team. He's tight to the right on 3rd and short. Brad in the backfield gets a pitch, drives right down the right hash mark, cuts left with a spin, and inches the nose of the football towards the first down marker. I think he's got enough. No. Line judge on the far side gave it to him, but line judge on the near side towards our press box said, not quite. They might send the sticks out to measure this. 8:54 in the second quarter. 7-0 North Medford. Controlling the clock, controlling the tempo, and in control of a lead as well. And we will have a measurement timeout. An opportunity for us to thank our friends at Abby's one more time in this first half, and also let you know, if you liked what you've heard so far tonight, play-by-play on the radio is our specialty here at the game. Sunday, check out Southern Oregon's home for the NFL. That's 96.1, 580 the game. Wall-to-wall NFL coverage starting bright and early at 7 a.m., highlighted by Seahawks football, pregame at 11, kickoff at 1, followed by Sunday night football, Browns and Rams at 5 o'clock. It's your home for the NFL, 96.1, 580 the game. The officials huddle up, measure, and say first down North Medford. And on first down, Devin Brad gets the carry. A run right up the middle out of the I formation, beyond midfield, crossing the bend 45 and out to the Lava Bear 43. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5.
4 on the play.
8:30 left in the first half.
2nd down.
The huddle breaks as North Medford line up under center with a single back formation. Baptiste out left, Brad in the backfield. Now Baptiste motions to the backfield and gets a wing sweep handoff down the right. Baptiste with a whole 40. Baptiste slammed down the North Medford sideline at the bend 35, but he does his job, crosses the first down marker, and brings another fresh set of chains for North Medford.
Ball at the Lava Bear 35-yard line.
First down and 10 on the bend 35. There was a whole lot of wealth and talent and depth in that backfield for North Medford between Brad and Baptiste. And got to mention Brad Reed as well. Stoltz under center. Motions a back to meet him in the backfield. It's all misdirection for Devin Brad, who dances, then finds his hole, drives up the middle, gets inside the 30, and stopped at the bend 28. A gain of 7, 2nd and 3. A lot of motion from the slot by North Medford tonight. The wing sweep, a play off that. They've given it to Josh Baptiste. I'd expect Garrett Henderson to get a carry or two out of that set tonight. Stoltz in the shotgun on 2nd and 3. Gets the snap at his right shoulder. Fires down the right sideline, and just a little too far. Had a man open down the right sideline, run into the end zone. Devin Grafton beat his man, mano-a-mano in coverage. But the pigskin was about 5 yards too far. Incomplete, 3rd and 3. I said it in the post game after North Medford throttled McNary in their opener. The diversity of this offense this year is eye-opening. Pitch to Brad, picks it up, luckily, and he's tackled for a loss. But I'll grin from ear to ear knowing that play could have been a lot worse. A bobbled snap that could have ended this drive right now. Instead, North Medford will take another stab at it. 7:15 to go till halftime. No man's land, just a little outside Danny Cassette's kicking range. So the Black Tornado will go for it on 4th down. They showed a 4th down try on their first drive and backed out of it. Now I think they're serious, and Bend treat them that way. Timeout Lava Bears after the Black Tornado break huddle. 6:55 in the second quarter. North Medford on top, 7-0. Let's recap the game so far for those of you just tuning in. North Medford kicked off to Bend. Lava Bears went 3 and out, punted the football. Then North Medford went 3 and out, punted the football. Bend, playing in the field position game, punted and pinned North Medford on the Black Tornado 2-yard line, and it looked like dire straits for North Medford. A very tough field position. No problem, though, for Devin Brad and company as the Black Tornado marched 98 yards down the field, milking the remainder of the first quarter clock along with it and punching in a touchdown early second quarter to make this 7-0 North Medford. They forced another Bend 3 and out, got the ball on a punt, and now inching into Bend territory. They'll try to convert a 4th and 8. Shotgun snap. Brennan Stoltz scrambles to the right, fires right, caught! Beyond the first down marker. Did he have both feet? Yes! 1st and 10, North Medford. Devin Grafton with the grab.
Devin Grafton is complete.
And the Black Tornado have new life. I love the call. I've always said at the high school level, you got a young kid playing quarterback. No matter how smart he is, he's only ever 17, 18 years old. Make things easy. Cut the field in half with a bootleg. And that's exactly what North Medford dialed up. 1st down and 10. Ball on the Bend 22. Yards away from their second red zone trip. Single back set. Handoff, Devin Brad. Barrels down the left. Breaks a tackle and spins through traffic inside the 20 to the Bend 19. A gain of 3. 2nd and 7.
In on the tackle for the Lava Bears, number 15, Benny Benitez.
6:30 to go till the end of the first half.
3-yard gain on the play.
7-0 North Medford. Stoltz receives the play signal from his coaching staff, marches to the North Medford huddle, and the Black Tornado break huddle with Brad in the backfield. 3 receivers bunched to the right, 1 man on the left, Nolan Morris, and a throw to the right, wide open to the right, going for Carpenter, going for the end zone, and making the grab. Touchdown, North Medford.
Devin Grafton is complete.
Devin Grafton
North Medford
beat his defender. That's the second time on this drive that he got wide open. Couldn't hit the first time, but they connect now, and North Medford a point away from doubling their lead. 6:03 in the second. 13-0 Black Tornado. Danny Cassette to attempt the extra point try. Perfect so far tonight. Luke Pugliano will hold. Arms outstretched. Gets the hold. Kick from Cassette is good. 14-0 North Medford.
Good. With 6:03
Stoltz to Grafton for 6, followed after Devin Brad got his 2-yard touchdown run. It's 14-0 North Medford. 6 minutes left in the first half. Back after this on 96.1, 580, The Game. Another Danny Cassette kick that he'll want back as it lands out of bounds down the North Medford far sideline. 6:03 in the second quarter, 14-0 North Medford. Devin Brad with a 2-yard touchdown run, and the last North Medford drive ended with a Brennan Stoltz touchdown pass to Devin Grafton. Black Tornado lining up defensively now. Bend, 1st down and 10 on their own 35. They have a play action and a beautiful misdirection run. Fooled the broadcaster and fooled the defense as well, as Colton Scott charged down the right sideline, crosses midfield, and flipped in the air by Josh Baptiste. after a run into North Medford territory. From the Bend 35 to the North Medford 45.
Correction, Colton Scott.
A gain of 25. And the officiating crew is having a chat down the near Bend sideline. They might talk about an illegal hit. Scott got flipped up into the air at the end of the play. And North Medford hooted and hollered about it, but maybe drew a little too much attention to it. 5:53 in the second quarter. Still deliberation amongst the Zebras here at Bend. A beautiful night in the high desert. I always love being in this part of the state for high school football. And after a long conversation between the officiating crew, they wave off any potential penalty flags. First down and 10, Bend. Lava Bears have it inside North Medford territory after the run by Scott. 5:53 till halftime. Peyton Poyer, the lone receiver in the set, lined up on the left. Colton Musgrave under center with Nate Denny in the backfield. Fake the handoff to Denny, give it to Scott. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And this ain't broke. Huge hole down the left sideline in the North Medford territory at the 40 to the 35 and stopped on the Black Tornado 34. Another first down.
First down, Lava Bears.
Back-to-back big runs by Colton Scott. First down and 10 to Bend. Poirier on the left. Denny in the backfield. Scott, no, Burgess in the backfield as well. They pitch it to Burgess. Sweeping left to right. Cutting upfield, right hash mark at the 30. And that's where he's spun down by North Medford on a gain of 5. Second and 5.
Second down from the North Medford 29.
Approaching 5 minutes till halftime. Lava Bears flip the formation now. Lots of wing T up cooking for this team. Poirier, lone receiver on the right. Burgess motions into the backfield from right to left, and a flag pre-snap likely will go against North Medford. Body language from Bend was all claps and smiles, so that tells you all you need to see. They think it's a North Medford penalty. Let's see what the officiating crew think. They're the ones with the power to make this call. Second and 5 on the North Medford 29, and it'll go against Bend. Crowd doesn't like it. Pick up some boo birds on my crowd microphone here outside the press box. North Medford holding on to that 2-touchdown lead. They might need a couple more of those to go their way because this Bend offense is playing magic tricks on this drive. Musgrave under center. Quick tempo as they snap it to Denny. Takes it up the middle. Breaks a tackle. Denny to the end zone. Too easy. Untouched for 6.
Ball carrier, number 21, Nate Denny. Touchdown, Lava Bears.
A flag at the end of the play after Denny crossed the goal line. That was about the easiest touchdown drive Bend will have all year as Nate Denny ran right up the middle into the heart of the North Medford defense, and nobody saw him. 29-yard touchdown run. 14-6, Bend trail by 8. And I'm very curious to see what this penalty flag might be. Touchdown stands. Personal foul on Josh Baptiste. And the yardage will be assessed on the kickoff. Baptiste will stay in the game. That's good for North Medford. And Bend have a Jacob Winchester will hold. Not sure who's going to kick. I believe Colt Musgrave will do the honors. Hesitation from Musgrave, and the kick south of the posts. Very shy.
After attempt is no good.
PAT try was missed. We're going to take a 1-minute break and come back. Bend get on the board. Your Black Tornado lead them 14-6. Back after this on 96.1, 580, the game. Welcome back to the action. 14-6 North Medford with 4:30 left in the first half. Matt Bagley here with you on 96.1, 580 the game. It's a beautiful night in Bend, and hopefully North Medford have another beautiful drive cooked up. They've scored touchdowns the last 2 times they've had the football, and they will start this possession with the football at their own 20-yard line after a Bend kickoff went out of the end zone. Lava Bears had great field position to attempt the kick after a personal foul penalty assessed as they scored a touchdown.
First down, Black Tornado.
And now they give it to North Medford. 1st and 10 on the North Medford 20. 14-6 Black Tornado. Nate Denny on the board for Bend with a 34-yard touchdown run. Devin Brad with a 2-yard touchdown run for North Medford. He gets the carry on 1st down and 10. Breaks a tackle on a sweep to the right, and he's going in the wrong direction. Running backward, met by blue jerseys. And forward progress will stop him well shy of the line of scrimmage, if this play even counts, because a whistle might have blown it all dead. And the early signal is a penalty against North Medford. The student section gives the Black Tornado their solemn advice on the drive. And Brad's forward progress halted, and then afterwards a holding penalty assessed. Barker's going to move an awful way back now. 1st and about 20 for North Medford. 4:24 left in the first half. Not the worst field position of the night for North Medford. Their opening touchdown drive, second drive of the night, started on their own 2. Under center is Brennan Stoltz. Hands off to Devin Brad. Takes it right. Now cuts left. Breaks a tackle. Big hole for Brad as he dances 10. Out to the 15. Approaching the 20. And a scrum of Bend defenders meet him and rip his helmet off just shy of the 20-yard line. 4:03 in the second. The officiating crew got in tight because they could see this drive got awfully chippy right about now. Brennan Stoltz with his helmet ripped off. He's frustrated because by rule he has to take at least a play off. He's not hurt, not concussed, not injured in the slightest, but anytime the helmet comes off, you got to step out and put it back on. That's what he'll have to do. And Josh Baptiste will relieve him in the backfield. 3:55 in the second quarter. Shotgun set, screen down the right sideline, caught, running, getting out to the original line of scrimmage. Beyond the 15, out near the 20.
4-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down for the Black Tornado.
A 4-yard catch and run down the right flat. I think Chance Costanzo with the catch and grab. 3rd down and 9 for North Medford. And they'll stay in the shotgun. 4 receiver set, trips to the left, 1 man alone right. Stoltz looks right, fires deep to the right, 1v1 at midfield, leaping one-handed attempt, and incomplete, but flags in the air. This one might be defensive pass interference. North Medford have a matchup they like tonight, going to Devon Grafton early and often. And Grafton beating his coverage pretty much every time, came close there. But I think that a Bend defensive back in coverage prevented him from making a clean play on the ball. And the officiating crew might signal defensive pass interference. If that's the case, fresh chains for North Medford. And that is the case. 1st and 10, Black Tornado. 3:15 left in the first half. 14-6 North Medford. And the diversity of the offense that I hinted at earlier. They did not show shotgun at all last year. They did not air it out at all last year. Now they are doing both. They are opening things up, putting things in the hands of their wideouts, and it's paying off tonight. Shotgun set. Stoltz fires deep. Has another man 1v1. Making the grab 30. Breaking a tackle 20. Wide open to the end zone. Touchdown, North Medford.
Pass complete to number 27.
Nolan Morris, the 5'11 junior, striking and seizing momentum for the Black Tornado. 20-6. Danny Cassette, perfect from PATs tonight. He'll try to stay that way. Luke Pugliano will hold. 20-6 North Medford. 3:04 in the second quarter. The snap, delay, and some pre-snap movement by Bend. That'll inch the ball a little bit forward. Encroachment by the Lava Bears, the call. And Coach Steve Turner will just simply decline the penalty. 3:04 in the second. Keep everybody lined up where they are. No harm, no foul. Pugliano, right arm outstretched, gets the snap, places the ball down, and Cassette blasts the kick through the uprights. It's good. 21-6 North Medford will stay here. 3:04 till halftime. Do you love local sports? Well, I'm biased. But if you love local sports, try tuning in to my talk show every day, Southern Oregon Sports Talk. That's weeknights from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on the game. I break down what's happening with the Ducks, Beavs, SOU Raiders, and I give you a healthy heaping dose of our local high school football teams. That's Southern Oregon Sports Talk with me, Matt Bagley, weeknights from 4 to 6, presented by Medford BMW on 96.1 580, The Game. And I'd be remiss without mentioning Sunday, we are your home for football. We got about just every football game that you could possibly want to listen to. Wall-to-wall NFL coverage starting bright and early Sunday morning, 7 a.m. with NFL Insider, NFL Preview, and the NFL Today. Then at 11, Seahawks pregame. At 1, Seahawks kickoff. They battle the Saints this week. And at 5, Sunday Night Football, Rams and Browns. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of hearing about Baker Mayfield. I want to see Aaron Donald just crush him on Sunday night. I'm going to tune into the game, see what I can find out about that. And see what happens here. A Danny Cassette kick, perfect placement. Last 2 tries went out of bounds. This one deep and landing at the 5, and Bend slip in the grass trying to make the return. The Lava Bears downed where they fell at their own 11.
Lava Bear 11-yard line.
They've had great field position tonight. Not so great right now. First down and 10 on their own 11. 3 minutes left in the first half. 21-6 North Medford in control. Musgrave under center for Bend on first down and 10. Hands off to Denny. No, it's another beautiful fake to Burgess with a big hole and a cut and daylight. Burgess 40, 45, down the left sideline, 50, and thrown down into North Medford territory at the Black Tornado 49.
Midfield, first down, Lava Bears.
Oh, to be a fly on the wall in the halftime locker room for North Medford. Another huge, big run by Bend as misdirection good enough to trick me, and I got a great view in the press box, it's probably good enough to trick these guys in red right now. And that's not a knock on them. They know an awful lot of football. Just nobody knows anything about this wing T offense. Denny, the handoff for Bend. He had the 34-yard touchdown on their last drive. Gets another nice run here. Dancing inside the 40 and finally stymied at the North Medford 36.
Your ball carrier, number 21, Nate Denny, down to the North Medford 36. First down.
First down and 10, Bend. .210 and ticking till halftime. First down and 10. Musgrave breaks the huddle, lines up under center. Denny in the backfield. They fake the handoff. Musgrave rolls out to the left, swims past the defender. North Medford saw this one coming all the way. They crash the runner hard and throw him down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 4. Second and 14.
In the backfield for a loss of 3. Second down, Bears.
21-6 North Medford. 2 touchdowns through the air by Brennan Stoltz. 1 touchdown on the ground by Devin Brad. Second and 14, Bend in the North Medford territory. They give another sweep down the left. This one going to Colton Scott. And Scott finding a crease beyond the line of scrimmage. Gets to the original line of scrimmage before being pushed out of bounds. Third down and 10. And a Bend timeout with 1:08 to go. The Lava Bears with 1 remaining.
Timeout, Lava Bears.
21-6 North Medford. Stoltz with a couple strikes as he found Devin Grafton on a deep route down the right sideline. And then on the last North Medford drive, a bit of a home run ball. Just chucked it up and said, you know what, why not? To Nolan Morris, 5'11 junior. And Morris not only making a contested catch, but shaking off a defender in single coverage. And that was the only defender, I think, on that half of the field for Morris, as he was able to sprint to the end zone with ease. 21-6 North Medford. Devin Brad as well, my favorite drive of the night, punching it in from 2 yards out after starting on North's 2. A 98-yard drive that really seized momentum in this game and got North Medford on the board. Defensively, they've only had 1 drive go awry. A 34-yard touchdown run by Nate Denny the last time Bend had the ball. And the Lava Bears close to that line right now. It's 3rd and long on the North Medford 36. 10 yards to the marker. 1:08 till halftime. Musgrave, handoff, Denny takes it right, chopped at the knees. Great pursuit by North Medford as Cole Zoller read that play from a mile away.
Flags on the play.
Yellow handkerchiefs abound, but I thought that was a clean tackle by Zoller. Well shy of the yard to gain. And 4th down, but there's the penalty. Flag landing just in front of the North Medford sideline on the Black Tornado 28. It's in the secondary. And it's against North Medford.
Sideline interference on the defense. That is unsportsmanlike. Assessed to the head coach. The result will be first down.
A sideline interference on North Medford. And an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty assessed to Steve Turner. That's a rarity from Coach Turner. Composed and cool. I've never heard him utter a word that another coach hasn't said. A minute left in the second quarter. And the officiating crews see the clock rolling. And they ask the clock to stop. 21-6 North Medford, but the penalty bites what would have been 4th and long. Is now 1st down and 10, Bend in the red zone. And believe it or not, the Lava Bears are in the red zone for the first time tonight. They got on the board on their last drive, but it was from the 34. And a 34-yard run by Nate Denny did the rest. 21-6 North Medford. A minute left in the first half. A long second quarter to match our short first quarter. Musgrave under center for Bend. 1st down and 10. And he backs off. I believe the Lava Bears are telling the officiating crew that the clock is off by a second. And another official timeout as they put a minute and 1 second on this second quarter clock. And Steve Turner marches out to have a word with the troops. North Medford timeout.
Timeout.
Composure key for the Black Tornado right now. 1st down and 10 as they try to stay focused and stay prepared. Bend have had a variety of successful runs, either by just giving it up the gut to Nate Denny on dives up the middle, or by faking it and chucking it to a wing back. It's the beauty of the wing tee is you never quite know who has the football when it's done right. Sometimes your best glimpse of the pigskin is at the end of the play when the ball carrier spikes it into the end zone. North Medford want to prevent that from happening on this drive. 21-6 Black Tornado. 2 strikes through the air by Brennan Stoltz, finding Devin Grafton and Nolan Morris. A touchdown run by Devin Brad. And a Bend score by Nate Denny. Your highlights so far this evening. A minute till halftime. 21-6 North Medford. Bend driving. 1st and 10 from the 20. Handoff, no. It's a dive up the middle, misdirection, and instead they give it down the wing to Spencer Burgess, who sweeps left, cuts right, spins back to the left, and is taken down after a short gain of 4. 2nd and 6.
Timeout, Lava Bear.
Timeout, Bend. They've burned their last pause with 53 seconds left in the first half. That's the 3rd timeout by Bend. They used one on a prior drive defensively,
Burgess picks up 3
and they've used 2 on this set.
2nd down, Lava Bears.
21-6, North Medford up 15. A missed PAT might prove costly later as Colt Musgrave did the honors and just kind of had a hesitation before charging up for the kick. Threw the timing off, and the ball like a leak, just sprouting but not bursting. Just sort of sprouted beyond the height of the holder, height of the line, and not quite bursting over the crossbar. 21-6 North Medford, thanks to that. 2nd and a short 7 after the run. Inside the red zone. Shotgun set for Musgrave. Fires down the right sideline. Wide open, but he misses him. Intercepted by North Medford. And Nolan Morris makes another huge play. He's got blockers leading the way. 50. Morris 40. Morris 30. Morris 20. Breaks the last tackle, and he's into the end zone. Pick 6. Touchdown, North Medford.
On the interception.
But there is a flag.
Nolan Morris. A 99-yard return, touchdown.
A 99-yard return if it stands, but I see yellow on the field, and I think this is coming back. You hate to see it. You just hate to see it. $27-6 on the board right now, but I've got an awfully bad feeling about this. Maybe I'm wrong, because North Medford is lined up. Illegal motion on Bend. Oh, my God. The touchdown counts. And North Medford are going to have some trickeration here. Swinging gate formation. Stoltz all alone with Devin Brad on the right. A bunch of blockers and Josh Baptiste on the left. Now Baptiste motions. Pitch to Baptiste. Throw back towards the end zone. And I love the effort. Just couldn't get the points. Incomplete. Trying to feed it on a jump pass. But there's another flag.
Flag on the play. 2 flags on the play.
And another flag flies there at the end. I don't know what's going on here. They still haven't picked up the flag from the pass play. (27-6) North Medford. They got that going for them. Well, let's see what happens after these penalties are assessed. Nolan Morris, your player of the night so far for North Medford, breaks a tackle on the deep touchdown pass. And then, even better, takes a pick 6. So we've got a personal foul against Bend, but there's another penalty that'll go against North Medford. And those will offset. So, no good on the play there. The 2-point try. North Medford will kick it off, leading by 3 touchdowns with 34 seconds till halftime. And that interception was huge, too. Musgrave had a man open in the back corner of the end zone, Nate Denny. Just couldn't hit him. And instead of a Bend touchdown to make it a 1-score game, Nolan Morris, with the catch and run and a house call, makes it a 3-touchdown lead for the Black and Red. The kind of play that I know Steve Turner loves, because when you play the style of football that North Medford plays, smash mouth running game and play action passing, the best complement is a great aggressive defense. We've seen it so far tonight. It burned North Medford on one drive, leading to the long Bend touchdown run, but it saved North Medford on that last drive. Danny Cassette will kick it off. 34 seconds till the end of the first half. Feels like this game is blown wide open. Was 14-0 North Medford. Now 27-6 Black Tornado. Cassette with another chip squib kick inside Bend 30. Caught and ran to the Bend 35. A scrum ahead to the Bend 36 where the runner is dropped with 27 seconds left in the first half. 27-6 North Medford. Nolan Morris, player of the night so far, with a touchdown catch and an interception for a touchdown. Devin Brad with a 2-yard touchdown run, capitalizing a 98-yard scoring drive. And Devin Grafton collecting a touchdown pass from Brennan Stoltz. 27-6 North Medford. Musgrave, handoff, Denny up the middle. And Bend are content to run down the clock. A gain of 5, 2nd and 5, with 15 seconds left in the second quarter. 10 seconds now, and I doubt we'll see a play. 27-6 North Medford, the end of the first half. All Black Tornado right now. I'll recap the first half, get you our touchdown totals, get you our stats, and then forecast the second half. What can each team do differently? What can Bend try? What might North Medford try? Well, they can try an awful lot. Right now, North Medford are pretty happy with what they have going, and I think pretty confident that they can try a whole lot of things that'll work. 27-6 North Medford at the half. Back after this with our halftime interval on 96.1, 580, The Game. If the Morris family is listening, folks, your boy has had quite the night. A impressive performance by Nolan as the Black Tornado speedster caught a touchdown pass to make it 21-6 and then took a pick 6 to the house. A awesome play from one end zone to another 27-6 North Medford to score at halftime. Hi, everybody. Matt Bagley here on 96.1, 580 The Game. Our broadcast of North Medford Black Tornado football brought to you by Abby's Pizza. Let's get you a quick recap of the rest of North Medford's scoring tonight. It started early in the second quarter after a deep, deliberate march down the field, killing the first quarter clock. A drive that started on the North Medford 2-yard line and ended 98 yards later with a 2-yard touchdown punch, a leap into the air over the line to gain by Devin Brad. 2-yard touchdown run. That was followed by a Brennan Stoltz touchdown pass caught by Devin Grafton down the right sideline. And then the Stoltz to Morris connection, a deep strike as Stoltz just threw it up, jump ball beyond midfield. He had 1v1. He had single coverage. He thought, I'll give my man a chance. Nolan made the catch, broke a tackle, and took it house called. And then, this was, I think, the play of the half so far. Bend had marched down the field late in the first half, looking to add to their tally and make it a one-score game. It was 21-6 Bend at that, or North Medford at that point. And Colt Musgrave, Bend's quarterback, Bill Musgrave's nephew, for any Duck fans listening, threw a pass that Nolan Morris intercepted from the end zone and ran all the way across the field for 6. 27-6 North Medford, 9:14 till halftime concludes. When we return, I'll take an opportunity to tell you what I think each team could try differently in the second half. I call that my forecast segment. I'll forecast what Bend might try differently, what North Medford might try differently, and why I think they need to try some things differently. North Medford, they're doing a lot of things right in this first half, but there's a couple things they can tweak and tune, and I'll talk about that next. 27-6 North Medford on 96.1, 580 The Game. North Medford entered the night 2-0, aiming to go 3-0 through 2 quarters. They're headed in the right direction. 27-6 North Medford at halftime. All over Bend here in Bend on a beautiful night in the high desert. As North Medford with a pair of big plays by Nolan Morris, touchdown catch and an INT returned for 6 points. And also 2 touchdown passes by Brennan Stoltz, 1 to Morris, as mentioned, 1 to Devin Grafton, and a touchdown run by Devin Brad, capping a very impressive 98-yard drive. 27-6 North Medford, your score. I think each team can make some tweaks in the second half. I'm going to start with the Lava Bears of Bend, our home team this evening. I think that their wing tee misdirection running offense is phenomenal, and it has had some big plays. It has had some chunk plays tonight, but not enough big plays. Only 6 points on the board, and I think North Medford is going to creep defenders towards the line of scrimmage. They're going to take those runs away. They're going to force Bend to throw, and that's where I think Colt Musgrave could really slice up this North Medford defense if he can make those throws. He hasn't been able to do that tonight. Missed a couple men on some deep strikes, missed a man in the end zone that led to that interception for a touchdown. If Bend can figure out some passes that work for this offense, they can move the ball down the field and they can make up that 3-score deficit. As for North Medford, well, I just told you, I teased it right there. You got to fix this running attack from Bend. The Lava Bears have gashed you with a couple big plays and a couple that could have gone to the house. If North Medford can force Bend to move the ball slowly, get rid of those big plays, make it chunk plays, make it small plays, the clock works in their favor and forces Bend to call more aggressive, riskier plays and maybe force another turnover. I like North Medford's chances if they can do that in the second half. I like North Medford's score right now ending the first half. 27-6 Black Tornado thanks to an interception return for a touchdown, 2 passing strikes, and a Devin Brad run. They lead by 3 touchdowns. They hope to defend that lead when I come back. 27-6 North Medford at halftime. The third quarter coming close on 96.1, 580 The Game. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bend High School, where Bend trails your North Medford Black Tornado 27-6. We've got just 2 minutes until the third quarter gets underway here on 96.1, 580 The Game. And I just got to say, as someone that went to college here in the high desert at Oregon Tech in Klamath Falls, and someone now tonight watching North Medford on this beautiful grass field, I'm in love with this setting and scenery. And I love that we have cool weather back in the state of Oregon on a Friday night football game. And I love that all seems right with the world. Cool fall weather, high school football, and my alma mater, North Medford, dominant in the first half, just like things should be in the world. 27-6 Black Tornado. If you just recently joined us, maybe you're working a late shift and trying to tune in and catch up with what your kids are doing tonight. They're doing an awful lot tonight. Brennan Stoltz with a pair of touchdown passes as he connected with Devin Grafton in the first half. Also found Nolan Morris for a deep strike. And Morris had himself a day defensively, taking an interception from the Bend far end zone on a Bend scoring drive and running it back for a house call. Devin Brad also with a 2-yard touchdown after a 98-yard scoring drive. 27-6 North Medford. Just another game where I feel very confident in North Medford's ability this season. Last year it seemed so single-faceted. They had Eli Spence at tailback, and he was 6'6", and he was 250 pounds, and he could run fast, and he was strong, and he could juke guys. And you could basically just build an offense called give Eli the ball and let Eli do the rest. And that's what they did. And it worked really well for 4 games. The rest of the season, it did not work that well. And I just have a hunch that this season is going to go a little differently for North Medford because Brennan Stoltz is in control of the offense at QB. He's not just a bystander now, handing off the ball every play. Josh Baptiste and Devin Brad form a dynamic duo in the North Medford backfield, and the receiving core is deep too. It's not just Devin Grafton and Chance Costanzo caught the opening touchdown pass of the season. Nolan Morris came on tonight, and I think North Medford has some real weapons on offense to make teams think twice in the Southwest Conference. They're 2 weeks away from conference play, 2 quarters away from a win in Bend. The kickoff by Bend to North Medford, short, caught on a drive at the 20. Devin Brad with a catch and run. Brad cuts 40. Brad 45 to midfield with a crease 40. Grab on the right sideline 30, 20, chugging ahead 10. Stiff arms the defender. Momentum sends him out of bounds inside the 10. First and goal, North Medford. How about that to start the second half? You already have a 3-touchdown lead. Now you have your foot on the gas, hoping for more. .11:48 in the third. Devin Brad taking that ball about 60 yards down the field. And he stays in at tailback in the I formation. Sandusky will lead the way at fullback. Stoltz under center. Gets the snap, hands off Brad. Dive up the middle. Gets near the goal line. Stopped at the 5. A gain of 3. First and goal from the 8. Nets 3. Second and goal from the 5. 27-6 North Medford. A pair of Brennan Stoltz touchdown passes and a Devin Brad 2-yard run, as well as a Nolan Morris pick 6. They go Wildcat. Brad gets the snap. Brad takes it up the middle, and he's got another touchdown. Touchdown, North Medford. 33-6 on a nifty trickery of a play. Out of the Wildcat set, Devin Brad, a 5-yard touchdown run. Pugliano to hold, Cassette to kick, and make it a 28-point lead.
Brad, touchdown.
Pugliano looks back at the snapper, outstends his arms, gets the snap, places it down, and the kick from Cassette is good. 34-6 North Medford. They lead by 4 scores. Can they hold this lead? Well, as I always say, you got to tune in to find out. Back after this with more North Medford football on 96.1, 580 The Game.
Ball spotted at the Lava Bear 46-yard line.
If that Wildcat touchdown by Devin Brad wasn't enough trickeration, how about this on the North Medford kickoff? Danny Cassette tried an onside kick. Unfortunately for North Medford, Bend got the recovery, and the Lava Bears have great field position. First down and 10, Bend on the Bend 46. They stay in the wing T. Musgrave under center. Denny, the tailback, they fake it to him and trick it, sneak it, get it to Burgess, who sweeps beyond midfield with a nice gain, 9, maybe 10 yards in the North Medford territory, stopped on the Black Tornado 44. By my eye, it's enough for a first down, and the officiating crew concur, moving the chains forward. First down and 10, Bend, 11 minutes in the third. That North Medford touchdown drive taking less than a minute. 2 plays from scrimmage after the kickoff. And a handoff to Denny up the middle on first down and 10. The Bend tailback dances free for a couple of yards to the North 40. A gain of 4, second and 6. 27-6 your halftime score. 34-6 North Medford. Devin Brad notching his second touchdown right at the start of the third quarter. And now Bend on second and 6. Line up, wing T, Musgrave under center. Hands off to his wing back, Colton Scott, who takes it down the left flat inside the 40. Cuts up field 35 on the numbers and gets close to a first down. Scott. A yard shy of the line to gain. 3rd and 1.
Just short of the first down.
Pretty much everything's in the playbook on 3rd and 1. 10 minutes in the third. 34-6 North Medford. But Bend applying some halftime adjustments perhaps. Or maybe they just listened to whatever Bluebird came down on somebody's shoulder and said, keep running that misdirection sweep. Burgess motions and they fake it. It's a sneak. Musgrave from under center drives forward, has the first down with ease, and keeps churning ahead. Close to the North Medford 30. I'll give him 4 yards to the Black Tornado 31. First down and 10.
First down, Lava Bears.
It's interesting to see them run this offense, too, because I covered Bend in years past. They used to play my old stomping grounds, Klamath Union, and they would run an I formation, but not tonight. Almost exclusively wing T, but it might backfire here. Musgrave under center couldn't get the snap. There's a scrum for it, a fight for it, and ultimately Bend fall on it. 9 minutes in the third, 34-6 North Medford. The fumble went forward a yard, 2nd and 9. Of course, that always brings to mind, at least to me, a Raider fan, I think of the Holy Roller game back in the late 70s. Ken Stabler fumbling the ball forward and Dave Casper landing on it in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Fumbles aren't supposed to go forward, but that one's okay. Pitch to Denny on 2nd and 9, who takes it down the right sideline. Lowers his shoulder, contact with a defender as he turns out of bounds inside the North Medford 25 to the 24. a gain of 6.
Gain of 7 on the
Third
play.
and 3.
Third down.
8:25 in the third. Bend moving down the field, trailing by 4 touchdowns, 34-6 North Medford. 2 passing touchdowns, 2 rushing touchdowns, and an interception return for a touchdown. On 3rd and 3, Denny gets the carry, takes it up the middle, breaks a tackle, has the first down inside the 20, and he's roped down by North Medford on the Black Tornado 19.
Ball spotted at the
A gain of 5.
18-yard line. First down, Lava Bears.
First down and 10. Approaching 8 minutes in the third. Peyton Poirier, lone receiver, is out on the left with a wingback on the right. Colton Scott, Burgess on the left. They fake it to him. It's a pass. Musgrave bootlegs, throws to Denny, left corner of the end zone, and caught running out of bounds just shy of the goal line. They've tried that play a couple times. It got picked off on the last Bend drive, but this time it strikes. 7:55 in the third, and Bend have first and goal from inside the 5. First and goal on the 4-yard line of North Medford. And I think it's still anybody's ball game. Lava Bears with some motion. Hand off to Denny. First and goal from the 4. Denny lowers his shoulder, and he's in. Touchdown Bend. Touchdown Bend as Nate Denny charges in from 4 yards out. And Bend find themselves down 34-12. They missed the extra point try on their only other touchdown drive tonight. Let's see if Colt Musgrave can make amends. The snap is held down. The kick from Musgrave, much cleaner. Way over the crossbar and between the uprights. It's good.
Remaining in the third quarter. North Medford 34. The Bend Lava Bears 13.
34-13 North Medford after the Bend touchdown drive and a 4-yard scamper by Nate Denny. Our broadcast tonight is brought to you by Abby's Pizza. Here's a tough question for pizza lovers. Pepperoni or Hawaiian? How about both? Abby's used their 2 most popular pizzas to create a half and half special. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian, and 100% delicious. Enjoy Abby's half pepperoni, half Hawaiian with delicious, authentic ingredients piled edge to edge at a special price. And visit your Medford Abby's locations on 1080 South Riverside and 2550 Crater Lake Highway. Or try 825 East Pine Street in Central Point. That's Abby's, a legendary pizza tradition. 34-13 North Medford. Brennan Stoltz with a pair of touchdown passes, finding Devin Grafton and Nolan Morris. Nolan Morris also with a pick 6 defensively. And Devin Brad with a pair of touchdown runs. Bend, a pair of touchdown runs of their own. Nate Denny doing the honors. Again, North Medford 34, Bend 13. An onside kick deflected off a North Medford player, scooped by Brad, and he's running backwards. Breaks a tackle 20, now going forward 25, and shy of the North Medford 30. He's met by several Bend defenders, thrown down on the North Medford 27-yard line.
Out to the 27-yard line. First down, Black Tornado.
First and 10 to the North Medford Black Tornado. 7:44 in the third period. To me, an ample opportunity to test the limits of this offense, and perhaps North Medford coach Steve Turner is on a different page as he gives some more reps to Colby Nairn. Nairn in a quarterback competition for North Medford through these first 3 weeks. Leads the shotgun set and hands off to Josh Baptiste, who sweeps left to right. Baptiste crossing the line of scrimmage, gets out ahead to the 30, and stymied on the North Medford 32. A gain of 4. Second and 6.
Second down.
Nairn has split a lot of touches with Brennan Stoltz this season for North Medford. I've got Stoltz in my book as the guy going forward, but Colby has been solid this season. He was solid in relief as well when Stoltz got injured in the Roseburg game late October last year. Shotgun snap on 2nd and 6. Naren shows it forward, then pulls back, fires a slant down the middle to his tight end, Jet Carpenter, and they cannot connect.
Broken up by number 11, Jacob Winchester.
The catch was broken up by Bend defensive back Jacob Winchester.
Brings up 3rd down from the North
and the
Medford
incompletion
32.
results in a 3rd down and 6 for North Medford. 6:59 in the third. The clock stopped, and the huddle breaks with a spread formation. Shotgun set, 3 receivers right, 1 man alone left. Baptiste in the backfield next to Naren. It's a screen for Baptiste. Wide open down the left flat. Blockers leading the way. Big play. Baptiste at midfield. Flying ahead down the left sideline into Bend territory. Ducks his shoulder, and he's driven out of bounds on the Bend 36. Wow, Josh Baptiste.
Pass complete to the Lava Bear 36-yard line.
6:52 in the
First
third.
down, Black Tornado.
We saw that screen pass rip McNary open in the first game of the year when North Medford needed big yardage before the half. A catch and run by Baptiste on that drive set up a Danny Cassette field goal from 35 yards out. This one almost as impressive, flying down the field. Now in the eye. Baptiste gets the carry. 1st down and 10 inside the Bend 35 on a run up the middle. Clouded dust just beyond the line of scrimmage as he gets a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. And a testament to the talent here at North Medford. I thought Baptiste was a clear starter this year, but with Devin Brad transferring in from Eagle Point, you've got 2 starting caliber running backs. Baptiste, the tailback, in the eye. They fake the handoff to him on 2nd and 7. Throw down the right flat. Caught by Jet Carpenter, the tight end, making a key grab just shy of the Bend 20-yard line. 1st down, North Medford.
Ball spotted at the Lava Bear 23. 1st down, North Medford.
6:15 in the third, and North Medford seemed poised to answer a Bend touchdown with another one of their own. 34-13 Black Tornado. Offense clicking tonight in the high desert. Naren under center. Pitch to Baptiste. Great block from Jaden Sandusky as he starts left, cuts right, and drives through a big hole inside the 20 to the Bend 15.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 8. 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8 on the play.
And Sandusky will take a breather to the applause of his coaching staff after that block. You'll love a good fullback hit in high school football. 2nd and short for North Medford, approaching 5 minutes in the third. Sandusky relieved by Devin Blankenship, the fullback in the eye. Naren from under center. 3-step drop, floats a pass to Carpenter, left sideline, over Jet's arms, and luckily hitting the grass incomplete. Nearest man to the pigskin was a Bend defensive back.
Incomplete.
I have Sebastian Edwards, the sophomore strong safety, coming in for the catch, but unable to make it. Now 2nd and 2 turns into 3rd and 2 with 5:22 in the third. North Medford up 3 touchdowns, trying to make it 4. They've got 1 receiver in on the set. Danny Cassette, alone to the left. Pitch to Baptiste. Block from Blankenship on a sweep to the left. Baptiste curls inside on his blocker off his right tackle and has the 1st down. To the Bend 15. Excuse me, now the Bend 12, as it looked like he got about 3 on 3rd and 2. 5 minutes in the third.
From the Lava Bear 12-yard line.
Lone receiver in the set on 1st and 10 is Devin Grafton. Baptiste in the backfield, gets the handoff. Block up the middle for Baptiste, who runs off tackle to the right. Gets inside the 10 and he's roped down by blue jerseys on the bend 9, a gain of 3. 2nd and 7. The clock dripping downward here in the third quarter, and that's exactly how I think North Medford should execute this offense in the second half. You got a comfortable 3-touchdown lead against a team that seems a little hesitant to throw. 34-13 North Medford. Spread, 4-receiver set. High snap for Naren. Looks down the middle. Fires and juggling catch. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown North Medford. Chance Costanzo.
Touchdown North Medford.
How did Brennan Stoltz, how did Colby Naren fire that one through? Fit that one through traffic. Great execution by North Medford as Naren found the open man, and North Medford added 6 to the lead. Danny Cassette will attempt the extra point try. Luke Pugliano will hold. The snap placed down. The kick from Cassette, a little lower than he'd like, but good. 41-13 North Medford.
Remaining in the third quarter, North Medford 41.
A 28-point advantage
13.
with 4:09 to go in the third. And I will stay right here and thank our friends at Abby's Pizza. I do a live remote broadcast of my radio show every Wednesday night right here on the game. I implore you, come out to Abby's this Wednesday, have some slices with me, and I don't know if I can say this because it's a high school football broadcast. They got great beer taps, too. Fantastic beer there at Abby's. Pizza, salad, sandwiches, and more at the South Medford Abby's on 1080 South Riverside. Great restaurant. I had no idea. I had been to Abby's when I was a kid. I had not been to Abby's in years until we started doing these live Wednesday shows at Abby's Pizza. And it's a fine establishment, let me tell you. 1080 South Riverside. Go there for dinner tonight if you're listening in Medford, and you won't regret it. Danny Cassette out to kick the ball deep for North Medford, and he does so. 50, 40, 30, 20, and backpedaling inside the 10. The catch made by Burgess of Bend, who goes down the left sideline, 20, 25, 30, and stopped on the Bend 37.
Spencer Burgess on the kickoff.
Spencer
return.
Burgess with the return. 4:01 in the third.
Out
North
to the
Medford
Bear
comfortably on
38-yard
top
line.
by 28. 41-13 Black Tornado.
First down, Lava Bears.
First down and 10 for Bend. A run up the middle. Gets a couple yards out beyond the 40. Out to the Bend 42. I'll say a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. But I think the runs aren't going to really help this team very much the rest of the way. 4-touchdown ball game. And North Medford will gladly give them the 4 yards. 2nd and 6. Musgrave under center. Has a man in motion. Pitches it to him on a sweep. R.J. Jones rifling down the right sideline quick and getting beyond midfield for the first down.
Gets across midfield. First down, Lava Bears.
Now 1st and 10 again for Bend, and that's the kind of play they'll need if they want to get back in this football game. 28-point margin, thanks to 3 North Medford passing touchdowns. Fake the handoff to Denny, give it to a wingback, sweeping down the right as Colton Scott has another nice run for Bend, getting inside the 40, out to the North Medford 34. 2:55 in the third. First down and 10, Bend. Scott with the run. It's just so hard to be a play-by-play guy and call these misdirections. The wing tee is a fun offense. If I were a coach, I might want to install an offense like this, but it's awfully hard to watch. You just have no idea who has the football. Musgrave makes a handoff to Denny, gives it to Scott. They flip the play in the opposite direction, and Scott has success with it again, getting inside the 35 to the North Medford 30, and eventually stopped on the Black Tornado 25. A gain of 9.
9-yard gain.
Second and 1.
26.
2:30 in the third, and the run by Scott ended out of bounds, so the clock will freeze. That's good for Bend, trailing by 4 touchdowns. The huddle breaks. Musgrave under center. Denny behind him, and they hand off to Denny, who takes it up the middle, punches forward for a gain of 2, maybe 3, has the first down, and moves the chains.
4-yard gain on the play.
First down and 10 for Bend. But the clock is not on their side. 41-13 North Medford. Approaching 2 minutes in the third. I suppose maybe you make it a 3-score game with a quarter to play. That's still doable if you get some big plays. Let's see if they can get one here. Musgrave, play action fake, but he's blitzed hard and spun to the grass. A sack by North Medford. Garrett Henderson crashed the edge and made a huge stop. Tackle for loss sets Bend backward, 2nd and 15. 90 seconds left in the third, and that is the worst kind of play if you're dialing up X's and O's for Bend. Not only do you move in the wrong direction, but the clock churns with it. 2nd and long, Musgrave. Fake the handoff to Denny, give it to Scott, sweeping down the right. That's been the money play so far tonight, and it cashes in again as Scott sweeps down the left flat all the way inside the North Medford 20 to the Black Tornado 19. An 8-yard gain with a minute left in the third.
Gain of 4, just over the 20-yard line.
You can see why this Bend team was put on the schedule for North Medford. They might not play another team like this season, but it's valuable experience teaching patience and persistence against an offense with so much trickeration. A pitch to Denny on third and 6, trying to sweep down the left, gets to the numbers 20, and inside the 20 to the North Medford, I'll say 17. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. 4-touchdown lead for North Medford, but Bend are knocking on the door. 4th and about 3, maybe 4 yards. The Lava Bears will go for it. Musgrave under center. And a hard count leads to some movement on the line. North Medford say Bend jumped. Bend looked like a cat caught in trouble, and they're going to blame the dog. They're going to try to argue North Medford jumped. And they get it. North Medford offsides. 5 free yards and a first down to boot. 41-13 North Medford on top, but penalties like that won't make the coaching staff too happy. It'll give them something to focus on at the end of the night. And the clock signaled will roll. Bend will ignore it and let this third quarter go down. So we'll end the third quarter. North Medford on top, 41-13. Bend driving in the Black Tornado red zone. Can North hold on to the lead, or will Bend have a comeback for the ages? Tune in to find out on 96.1, 580 the game. Fourth quarter about to get underway here. North Medford leading Bend 41-13, but Bend are in scoring range. Red zone try as Spencer Burgess sweeps from left to right, jukes upfield left on the right hash mark, and gets out to the North Medford 11, or around the 11, it appears, before a Bend player goes down injured. Folks, we're going to take this opportunity for a injury timeout. I don't like to do this right after a prior break, but we've got a Bend player down, and out of respect, I'll call a 1-minute injury timeout. North Medford 41, Bend 13 on 96.1, 580 the game. Tyler Simpson, the man down for Bend, gets up and draws an applause from the home fans here. After the action resumes, it is Bend 2nd and 8 with 11:19 in the 4th. And play is whistled dead by a Bend illegal shift penalty. So the Lava Bears move backward. Matt Craven in his 8th season at the helm of Bend. I've covered this coach for a few falls now. I used to watch this Bend team play Klamath Union every September. And I think despite the score line against them, this is a good learning opportunity for Bend as much as it is for North Medford. 2nd and long. Denny gets a handoff up the middle, and Bend get back to the original line of gain, maybe a little bit more. Picking up 5, Nate Denny leads 3rd down and 8.
Down to the North Medford 10-yard
Under
line.
11 minutes
3rd
left
down.
in the ball game, the only good thing to come out of that injury timeout is, well, now I get to stay with you the rest of this 4th quarter. No breaks. 41-13 North Medford. Bend getting close to the end zone in their own right. Musgrave under center with Denny behind him, and he'll keep it. Blitzed, rolls out to the left, and sacked at the 20. Cole Zoller leading the charge as several North Medford defenders came in hard on a blitz and force a 4th and long for Bend. And this is a precarious situation for the Lava Bears. They are not a pass-first team, but you got to draw up a pass on 4th and long from North Medford's 20-yard line, 18 yards to the first down marker in a 4-touchdown deficit. Musgrave. He'll hand it off. Denny up the middle. I don't think North was waiting for that. Denny got almost all the yardage he needed, and I think he's a yard shy. Turnover on downs. 1st down and 10, North Medford, and it's early. It's 9:44 in the 4th. I'm breathing a sigh of relief after that. I think as long as there's no turnovers, nothing crazy, nothing stupid, North Medford's in control of this game, and the Black Tornado will end up 3-0. 9:44 in the 4th. If you're Bend, you needed that play to get either to the sticks or even better, get to the end zone. You had to pick up ground on this team. And now they can just keep it on the ground. Devin Brad in the game. Colby Nairn under center. Receives the snap. And Nairn will hand off to Brad, who dives up the middle. Churning yardage forward beyond the 5. Out to the 6. Out to the 7. Forward progress pushing him backward. And there's a flag behind the line of scrimmage. This could be coming back. Penalties were a problem for North Medford in the first half. And the initial suggestion is a hold against the Black Tornado. Another penalty on Steve Turner's squad. I know a coach would never admit to this. Nobody likes when their team concedes penalties, but early in the season, holding call against North Medford, I think it's something you can learn from, something you can get the kids to focus on in film study this week and just see if they can improve from week to week. It's like a class, just like everything else in high school. You just want to teach your pupils and watch them grow. Nairn will have to grow here. He's got 1st and 11 from the 3-yard line under center. 3-step drop. No, it's a beautifully timed fullback dive up the middle. And Bend, just as much as I was fooled, they were fooled. Driving forward for a lot. Getting beyond the 10, out to the 14. A little extracurriculars and a penalty flag at the end of the play. And another. Might be offsetting penalties, might be an unsportsmanlike, might be a late hit. Could be a combination of all three. A lot of handkerchiefs on the grass right now. As it stands, 9:22 in the fourth, and North Medford with that well-timed fullback dive got a lot of yardage back. 41-13 Black Tornado with 2 Devin Brad rushing touchdowns, 3 passing touchdowns, 2 by Brennan Stoltz, 1 by Colby Naron. No injury there, I should note. My friend Max Mylander last week, I think he jumped the gun and said when Colby entered the game that Brennan was injured. Brennan, he's all right, healthy this week. I got to point out, no injuries. They're just giving both quarterbacks reps. And also interception returned for a touchdown by North Medford's Nolan Morris. And we have a couple penalties against Bend, a penalty against North Medford as well that will offset. They were all after the play. And North Medford have a first down and 10, or close to it, I think. Markers haven't moved yet. Scoreboard says first down and 10 on the 15. I think the line of scrimmage is right, 15-yard line. But the officiating crew is having a word. Umpire and the sideline judge now get the marker to move, and North Medford have a first down and 10 from the 15, as expected. 9:22 in the fourth quarter. All North Medford, 41-13. Naron under center. Pitches to Devin Brad, who's had a phenomenal day. Brad sweeps down the left sideline, cuts up the numbers 20, and he's clipped up at the knees at the 21-yard line. A gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Gain of 5 on the play.
The Eagle Point transfer showing the 5A student athletes can thrive at the highest echelons of Oregon high school football. Winning the starting job from a fine tailback, Josh Baptiste, in his own right. Naron in the eye. Draw run by Brad. Big hole up the middle as Brad takes it 30, 35, spins, jukes, tries to take a second angle towards the right sideline and gets caught from behind, just shy of the Bend, or North Medford 40-yard line.
North Medford 37.
Line of scrimmage is the Black Tornado, 38.
Black Tornado.
Enough for a first down, 1st and 10. This offense looks a lot more like the Cascade offense that I saw years ago when I first met Steve Turner. I formation with just about every play possible that you can run out of this set. Twin I formation on first down and 10. Brad gets the carry, starts left, cuts right, takes it down the right hash marks, so the 40 to the Bend 45, and a blue jersey tugging him from behind. He carries him anyway on a mean gain of 8. 2nd and 2. Out to the Bend
8-yard gain on the play.
Midfield logo
46.
At the North Medford 46.
2nd down.
The huddle breaks for North Medford. Naron in the eye. Cassette alone to the left with another receiver, Grafton, slot to the left, who receives a catch on a screen pass down that left flat. Grafton now rifling his way beyond midfield quickly with speed and agility, juking out to the Bend 45 and out of bounds at the Bend 44. A first down for North Medford. First down and 10.
Ball spotted at the 45-yard line of the Lava Bears. First down, North Medford.
And Devin Brad will take a breather. Josh Baptiste. No, I think that's Garrett Henderson in relief. Henderson fakes the handoff as it's a fullback dive. Good solid run up the middle for North Medford.
Short gain on the play brings up second down.
A gain of 1. 2nd and 9. 7 minutes in the fourth, and North Medford in full control. They led by 21 at halftime, 27-6, and they are on top by 28, 41-13. I formation. The handoff going to Garrett Henderson, who sweeps right, cuts left. Big hole Henderson to the 20, to the 10, to the end zone. Touchdown, North Medford.
Garrett Henderson.
Garrett Henderson, one cut, 6 points. 47-13, North Medford. And that should just about put the finishing touches on this one. Pinpoint execution offensively this evening as Danny Cassette marches out to the Bend 10-yard line for the extra point try. The hold, bobbled by Pugliano. He'll try to make something of a broken play. Scrambles to the left. And he's roped down shy of the end zone. 2-point try out of a bad 1-point try. No good. 47-13 North Medford.
6:36 remaining in the game. North Medford 47, the Bend Lava Bears 13.
6:36 left in this game, and at this point, you just run out the clock and see what you can get. See if you can score, hang your head high, and have something for the troops here to celebrate. This is a Bend program reeling right now. They lost their opening game of the year 34-8. They lost last week in their home opener to West Salem 44-19. But a program that reached the state playoffs last year in a very tough hybrid league. Remember, half of their schools are in Bend, half of their schools are in Salem. And what I think is one of the crazier stories to come out of Oregon high school sports last year, McNary won that league after starting winless 0-4. Cassette with a squib, 6:30 to go. The ball caught on a roll by Bend's Spencer Burgess. And Burgess getting out ahead to the Bend 30-yard line. Stopped there. 6:26 in the fourth. North Medford 47, Bend 13. As the Black Tornado have notched 3 touchdowns on the ground, 2 by Devin Brad, 1 there by Garrett Henderson. 3 touchdowns through the air, 2 by Brennan Stoltz, 1 by Colby Nairn, and 1 defensive touchdown, Nolan Morris with a pick 6 from the opposite end zone. A sweep on 1st down and 10 for Bend. Burgess out into open space, 40. Tripped up at the Bend 44. If he breaks that tackle, he's gone. Instead, he'll have to settle for a 1st down. 1st down and 10, Bend. The Lava Bears down 34. Game out of sight with 6 minutes to go. But pride still at stake between these two schools. I mentioned Bend's conference foe, McNary, probably my favorite to win the league, just based off of the craziness that they pulled off last year. 1st down and 10. Musgrave under center. Hands off Denny. Big hole up the middle. Denny breaking a tackle, lowering his shoulder, and getting into North Medford territory out to the 41. Another Bend 1st down. Under 6 minutes in the fourth now. 47-13 North Medford. Line. That McNary team started with a loss to North Medford, then lost to West Lynn, then lost to another school up in the Portland metro area, and then lost to South Medford before rattling off an unbeaten record in their conference including a big win over this Bend team, and they won their conference. Denny with a handoff, first down and 10. And he almost breaks another long tackle.
Nate Denny.
Ultimately, forced a knee to the grass at the North Medford 35. It's a gain of 6, 2nd and 4, and there was a flag at the end of the play. It was thrown from behind the play by the umpire. Let's see what the call might be. He takes his time to walk up to the penalty flag. Shouts out the penalty call to the Bend coaching staff. And signals a personal foul against North Medford. Nathan Prince called for a face mask penalty. That'll give Bend an automatic first down and move the Lava Bears closer into scoring position. 5:21 in the fourth, 47-13 North Medford. Black Tornado on their way to a 3-0 start.
After the foul, ball spotted at the North Medford 20-yard line. First down, Lava Bears.
First down and 10, Bend in the red zone at the 20. Burgess gets the carry, sweeping to the right, breaks one tackle inside the 10. Burgess with a cut to the corner, and he's gone. Touchdown, Bend.
4, Spencer Burgess. Touchdown.
Spencer Burgess.
Lava Bears.
And Bend get on the tally late in the fourth quarter. Good to see this Lava Bear team having a little success tonight. If it's any solace, they've tied their largest tally of the season. 19 points last week, and they have hit 19 points now. As Sev Castillo is back to attempt the extra point try. Before he gets a shot at it, whistles and flags abound. The officiating crew saw something they didn't like. Encroachment against North Medford, but that penalty will be declined. We saw North Medford do that when faced with a encroachment on a PAT. They'd rather just keep their line lined up in the same spot, avoid any chance of a false start or an illegal formation. Castillo to attempt the kick. High snap, plays down, threw the timing off, and the kick whizzes shy of the crossbar.
Point after
no good.
Is no good. With 5:06 remaining in the game, North Medford.
5:06 left in the ball game. 47-13 North Medford, or 19 North Medford, excuse me. Black Tornado with that big lead of 28 points after the Bend touchdown. Our broadcast tonight brought to you by Abby's. Here's a tough question for pizza lovers: pepperoni or Hawaiian? How about both? At Abby's, you can have it. They put their two most popular pizzas together, creating a half and half special. Half pepperoni, half Hawaiian, 100% delicious. Try it at Abby's Legendary Pizza with 3 locations in Southern Oregon. 1080 South Riverside and 2550 Crater Lake Highway in Medford and 825 East Pine Street in Central Point. That's Abby's Legendary Pizza, a legendary pizza tradition. 5:06 in the fourth. 47 points for North Medford, 19 for Bend. The Black Tornado in control. And I would expect a clock-killing drive here late in the fourth quarter. Castillo to attempt the kickoff for Bend. With Josh Baptiste back deep to receive the kick. Ball sails over his head and lands into the end zone for a touchback.
Castillo's kick into the end zone will be spotted at the 20-yard line.
Castillo, you can see, probably needs to work on the accuracy a little bit. That kick sailing down the right sideline and almost bouncing out of bounds. But he's got some power as his kick forced North Medford into a touchback. Same on the extra point try. He was under the crossbar, but had a lot of velocity to it. 47-19 North Medford. And Colby Nairn still in the game at QB. Has a single back formation. Pitches to Josh Baptiste, who takes it left, cuts on his right guard, and gets to the Bend 30-yard line.
Number 30,
a brief injury as
30-yard line.
Bend's Justin Fehrenbacher went down, but carried up by his teammates, gets up, and the Lava Bear defender will stay on the field. The run results in a first down and 10, under 5 minutes in the fourth. North Medford looking like the Black Tornado teams of yore as they're approaching a 3-0 start on the season. Nairn in the eye. Has a new tailback in the backfield. Fakes the handoff to him, and it's a fullback dive instead, right up the middle. Tatum Villa with the carry.
Gain of 1.
A gain of 1, maybe 2. I'll say second and 8.
Down.
Second down and 8 with 4:15 in the fourth, and North Medford just running the ball, killing clock, knowing that they have the win, and just trying to keep it that way without any injuries to speak of. Garrett Henderson in the backfield gets the handoff on a sweep. Henderson starts right, cuts left, and runs into a pile of blue jerseys shy of the North Medford 40-yard line. Stopped on the
Garrett Henderson, the ball carrier.
Black Tornado 36. Still a long way to go for North Medford to match some of the great teams in the history of the Black Tornado, but I think they're on track for some improvement this year. I've seen Steve Turner's offense really open up. I think back to covering a state playoff game years ago, and I'll tell you about this after this third and short by North Medford. Nairn in the eye. His tailback is Garrett Henderson, who gets the carry. Henderson starts left, stiff arms a defender into midfield, now to Bend territory, 30, and shoved out of bounds on the Bend 29, first down.
Ball carrier number 30, Garrett Henderson.
Plays like that just
Forced out of bounds by number
with the
37.
variety this year that wasn't in the offense. It was Eli Spence or bust last year, and now it's everybody getting involved and making big plays. Reminds me of the state playoffs, 4A state playoffs, probably 5 years ago. Cascade and Klamath Union, and I was covering the game for Klamath Union. A rainstorm up in Turner, and that Cascade team, they came out fired up. They were the highest-ranked team in 4A without a first-round bye, so they were ticked off. And they played like it, and they blew out Klamath Union. And what made that game special, as North Medford go first down, fullback dive, Tatum Villa getting inside the 25 to about the 24, a gain of 5, second and 5, under 3 to go in the fourth quarter with a big lead. What made that game so special to me was seeing a Steve Turner coach team run every play imaginable out of the I formation. Option plays, counter runs, sweeps, fullback dives, draw runs, play action, deep strikes, screen passes. I mean, if you can run it out of the eye, they ran it out of the eye. And North Medford's doing the same thing tonight. Running out of the eye on 2nd and 5. Garrett Henderson gets a pitch, takes it down the left flat, gets inside the 20, and has another North Medford first down. 2:15 in the fourth, and this game's getting awfully close to its conclusion. 47-19, North Medford in control, running the clock down under 2 minutes. The huddle breaks. Another I formation run. And, now they're lined up in the victory formation. Naren will kneel. First down and 10. I expect we'll see this 2 more times tonight. 90 seconds left in the game. 47-19 North Medford. The Black Tornado on their way to a 3-0 start. They've got Mountain View next week. At home, though, at Spiegelberg Stadium. And I'll talk about just how special that game was. 2nd and 12. And Naren, again, lined up under center with 3 backs in the backfield in a victory formation. He's just going to kneel this game and kill the clock. Crouches low, gets the snap, and does what he needs to. Under a minute now in the 4th. Your score, 47-19. That'll almost certainly be the final. North Medford welcome Mountain View next week. That's a game that they had every chance to win last season here in Bend. And Mountain View came back with, I believe, 4 seconds left on a deep touchdown pass, and then went for 2, took the lead, and won the ball game. Naren kneels with 25 seconds, and that's this ball game. Your final score, North Medford 47, Bend 19. The Black Tornado are 3-0. 47-19 the final. I'll tell you how it happened after this on 96.1, 580 the game.